Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It seems like the issues between Pat McAfee and Gunther are far from over following WWE Backlash. The Austrian star lost his World Heavyweight Championship via submission to Uso at WrestleMania 41. Over the last few days, McAfee has been set on provoking the ring general, making it clear that he didn't tap out at the premium live event in St. Louis, and there could be a major reason for this. Tonight on the Fallout edition of Raw after Backlash, Gunther could attack McAfee and Michael Cole again, but this time, Triple H will be on hand not only to prevent his broadcast team from being assaulted, but also to welcome back Goldberg. This will be Deman's first appearance on the red brand in 3 years. The WCW legend last appeared on the October 4, 2021 edition of Raw, where he challenged Bobby Lashley for a no-holds-barred match for that year's crown jewel. Last year at Bad Blood, Gunther insulted Goldberg, who was attending the premium live event with his family in Atlanta. It seems it could finally be time for the feud to peak. Pat McAfee and Goldberg are both NFL alumni, and it could be linked that the issues between Gunther and McAfee will lead to the veterans' return because the two men know each other. It would also allow the two men to face off in Saudi Arabia since the show has now been officially announced for June 28. That gives the company around 6 weeks to build up the feud between the two men, and it could be Goldberg's final WWE match. Gunther lost the World Championship to Uso at WrestleMania, and it seems that since then, Uso has moved on to other storylines. This has left the ring general to feud with Pat McAfee, but now would be the perfect time for Triple H to bring back Goldberg to face off with the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion at WWE Night of Champions this June. The WWE Universe has been abuzz ever since whispers started circulating backstage about a possible return that could change the course of Monday Night Raw. And now speculation has reached fever pitch following a cryptic message posted to WWE's official social media channels. A message that simply read, "The past isn't done with you yet. See you Monday." Fans immediately began theorizing. Could this be about Gunther? The former Intercontinental Champion has recently been on a warpath, brutally attacking rising superstars, and making it clear he still considers himself the most dominant force in WWE. But his dominance may soon be tested by the return of the figure he once buried in the past, or thought he did. Now, new reports suggest that none other than Triple H will make his return to WWE Raw, not in a backstage executive role, but in the ring front and center, to address this developing story. According to insider sources, the game is preparing to personally welcome back a ghost from Gunther's past. The mystery deepens as fans recall Gunther's early days in WWE, when he was still known as Walter, and the absolute wars he waged in NXT UK and early NXT 2.0. One name that stands out from that era is Ilja Dragunov, a man who not only stood toe-to-toe with Gunther, but beat him in what many still call one of the greatest matches in modern WWE history. Ilja hasn't been seen on WWE television in nearly 3 years, his absence unexplained, his name barely whispered even among die-hard fans. But that may all change this coming Monday. If the rumors are true, Ilja Dragunov could be making a thunderous return to Raw. And with Triple H at the helm, the moment is sure to be unforgettable. Triple H's involvement in this is no coincidence. He was the architect behind NXT UK, and nurtured the intense rivalry between Dragunov and Walter. That rivalry defined a generation of European wrestling. With Gunther now ruling Raw with an iron fist and a string of ruthless promos proclaiming the superiority of his reign, Triple H may see this as the perfect moment to reintroduce the only man to ever bring Walter to his knees. Not just to challenge Gunther, but to remind him, and the WWE Universe, of the limits of his dominance. Imagine the scene. The arena plunges into darkness. The crowd is chanting Triple H as the game hits. He walks down the ramp in a suit, but the glint in his eye is unmistakable. He's not here just for an announcement. He's here to drop a bombshell. As he stands in the ring with microphone in hand, the crowd hanging on his every word, he delivers a promo that calls Gunther's arrogance into question. He reminds fans of the wars Gunther has fought and the trail of bodies he's left behind. But then, with a smirk, he says, "You may have forgotten what pain is, Gunther. But someone remembers, and he's coming for you." The lights cut out. A red spotlight hits the stage. And then, like a shot to the heart, Dragunov's music hits. The roof comes off. The Mad Dragon walks out, not with a smile, not with pageantry, but with pure, focused rage in his eyes. Gunther, watching from backstage, is frozen. The ghost of Walter's past is real. He's back, and he's on RIW. What follows in the weeks ahead could be one of the most emotionally charged and physically brutal storylines in recent Raw history. Dragunov is not just any challenger. He is Gunther's foil. While Gunther is stoic and methodical, Dragunov is fire and chaos. Their contrast is as psychological as it is physical. Dragunov is the reminder of what Gunther used to be, a war-tested warrior, not a tyrannical overlord who brutalizes rookies for amusement. Triple H, meanwhile, plays the role of puppet master perfectly. Having built both men's legacies, he understands the story more than anyone, and he makes it clear. This isn't just a personal grudge, it's a reckoning. He even sets the stakes. If Dragunov can beat Gunther in a non-title match, he earns a future opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. And if he loses, he must leave Raw for good. Suddenly, the stakes are sky high. In the weeks that follow, WWE produces brilliant video packages highlighting their NXT UK history. We see flashbacks of their TakeOver 36 match, the pain, the blood, the unrelenting fury. We see Dragunov's journey through darkness, injuries, and absence. His promos are fiery and intense, describing how he's been haunted every day by that rivalry, how it broke him and rebuilt him. Gunther's reactions are colder. He shrugs off Dragunov's return in interviews, saying, "The past has no bearing on the present. Walter is dead. I am Gunther. I am untouchable." But his actions tell a different story. He begins lashing out. Imperium becomes more violent. Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci are forced to go above and beyond to shield Gunther from Dragunov's psychological warfare. But the cracks begin to show. Gunther flinches at Dragunov's stare. He avoids confrontations. He even refuses a face-to-face contract signing. The invincible general isn't invincible anymore. Dragunov is chipping away at him week by week. Triple H remains central to the drama. He books sit-down interviews with both men. In one memorable segment, he sits between them as tension crackles in the air. Gunther refuses to look Dragunov in the eye. Dragunov grits his teeth, staring holes through his old rival. Triple H finally says, "You two made history once. Now it's time to end it." The match is set for a premium live event, perhaps Clash at the Castle in the UK, a fitting venue for such a historic showdown. By the time the match arrives, the WWE Universe is fully invested. Dragunov walks to the ring with fire in his eyes. Gunther follows, still calm, still dangerous, but clearly unsettled. The bell rings. What follows is a masterpiece of brutality and storytelling. Every strike is stiff. Every move is layered with history. Dragunov throws himself at Gunther like a man possessed, while Gunther tries to ground him with his signature power. Triple H watches from ringside, stone-faced. The commentators go silent at moments, letting the physical story unfold. 20 minutes in, both men are bloodied and barely standing. Gunther lifts Dragunov for a powerbomb, but Dragunov counters. Torpedo Moscow. 1, 2. Kick out. He tries again. Another near fall. Finally, Dragunov slaps his own chest, channels every ounce of rage, and hits one final Torpedo Moscow. 1, 2, 3. The arena explodes. Dragunov falls to his knees, tears streaming down his face. Gunther lies broken. The ghost has returned and conquered. Triple H enters the ring, raising Dragunov's hand in victory, the torch now officially passed. Gunther rolls out of the ring, stunned, a man who must now confront his own mythos and what lies ahead. But this may not be the end. With Dragunov now a top contender and Triple H seemingly pulling strings again on screen, the door is wide open for a new era on Raw. One defined by psychological warfare, brutal realism, and the return of unfinished business. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.